Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. Goku and Vegeta would sneak attack Broly, however none of their attacks were effective. That's right, the power of Super Ultra Saiyan God didn't even compare to the power of a king of everything. Goku, with his current powers, won't be able to deal with that guy. You better think fast about a way out, or that bloodthirsty guy will kill you. I know, but I really don't know what I can do. His power is so immense, I can't let go of his grip. Is that all you have? Are you really Saiyans? You two don't look like more than simple insects. Damn it! Don't make fun of us, especially me. I'm the Prince of the Saiyans! Both warriors began to put much more power into their blows. However, Broly's power was so much that with one hand, for each one, he was able to subdue them. Meanwhile, outside of all those universes, there were 12 gods of destruction in their arduous training. That's right, they would not be easy prey for the Saiyan who would have absorbed Zeno-sama's powers. Meanwhile, in Universe 11, there was the god of destruction Vermouth. Margarita, what chance do we have in this coming battle? From what I understand, the Saiyan Goku and Vegeta come from a warrior race. Their power has no limits. I don't know exactly, but we don't have enough power. We'll be destroyed imminently. I can't believe those two Saiyans have the power to make even a king fear him at all. It's incredible. In another universe, to be more exact, at Universe 7, there was Beerus, who would have achieved a transformation that would have increased his power in an incredible way, being at the same with an angel, but not above an angel supreme as was Whis. Sir Beerus, I can tell that his power has grown in an incredible way. Very proud of you and your new power. All this power is to assassinate those two Saiyans, although deep down I don't want to do it. Our orders are from the true kings. That's right, Beerus-sama, we don't have any other choice. But still, those Saiyans were nothing more than a nuisance to us. You're right, Whis. The only thing we have to do is eliminate them so that all the 12 universes enter into peace. Meanwhile, in the king's palace of everything, there was a Daishenkin talking with Zeno-sama. My lord, what will we do if the power of those Saiyans rises much higher, and they're able to break the seal? Well, whatever's in our hands, those damned are the only hindrance to our plans. Those damned Saiyans, they've always opposed me. I understand, sir. With your permission, I'm going to raise my power. Daishenkin would leave the kingdom altogether, going to a room which made his power increase in an extremely incredible way. Returning to the battle, Goku and Vegeta were very injured. No matter how they attacked, they were always evaded by the power of the great Broly. I really didn't have to use 50% of my full power. They're ridiculously weak. I haven't even gone into my combat form. What did you say? So all this time, this has only been a game for you. Deku, who was watching the entire battle, it seemed. The power of those Saiyans is impressive. Being able to eliminate most of the supreme gods with the exception of the three most powerful, Broly's being the strongest, he's treating them like children. In another place, there was Hydra that had already covered all her energies. Damn, those bastards will pay me. They won't get away with it. I'll kill them. Now at that precise moment, a new supreme god will arrive. What are you supposed to do here, Ryota? I could feel the great battle you had against those Saiyan gods. Do you come to make fun of me? Of course not. What I come to offer you is an alliance, since like Broly, those two guys are Saiyans. We cannot allow new Saiyan gods to appear wanting to dominate everything. But what are you saying? Do you want to face the great god Broly-sama? With just one of his blows, he is capable of tearing it to pieces. I know. But before facing him, we must drink the blood of the ancient supreme god of death. With this power, we will be invincible warriors, being able to defeat whoever stands in front of us. Ancient supreme god of death? I've never heard of him. Who is he? It's a legend from millions of years ago, who was the one who ruled this entire dimension. And a warrior named Yamoshi was able to exterminate him. But what I found out now is that he was not able to exterminate him without sacrificing something. He lost life that day. How the hell do you want us to bring to life a being that we don't know if he exists? He existed, since I have his essence in my possession. Ryota opened a portal, leaving the terrible essence which was known as the Essence of Slaughter. What the hell is that, Ryota? The power it gives off is incomprehensible. We'll die if we try to master such power. No, Hydra. If we drink the blood of the ancient supreme god, we'll be able to master this power. After a few moments, Ryota was able to convince Hydra. That's right, both gods went out throughout the great universe in search of the blood of the first god of death. At that precise moment, they felt like giant powers were colliding with each other. Damn, that's the power of the great Broly, and he's fighting with those damn Saiyans. Exactly, Hydra. Those three unite, they would be able to end everything that exists in this dimension and the dimension of the normal gods. Both of them, much more determined than before, began to search for the blood of the ancient god of death until they could find it. That's right, when they found it, a silhouette appeared on her forehead. Those who have found a little of my blood, drink it, and you will receive great power. But in exchange, you will have to bring me to life. I always knew that I would meet you again, Father. So, you are Ryota. From what I see, you have done my will. Now do it. Drink my blood, so they will end all that damn Saiyan race. What do you mean, Father? What does this mean, Ryota? Everything I've told you is true, but omit the part where the old god of death was my father. That's why I'm the second most powerful god, and Broly? Broly is the son of the legendary Yamoshi. What the hell did you just say? How is that possible? Millions of years ago, my father named Akinai Heleng was the ruler of everything. That's right, my powerful father has no rival, until one day a powerful warrior came to confront him. He called himself Yamoshi, the father of the Saiyans. Their battle was legendary. It lasted a few days, both almost unlimited powers, but that damn Saiyan increased his power much more while the battle was going on. That's right, he no longer had any more power. He decided to detonate to take my father along with the... I can't believe it! But why did two subjects with such great powers face each other? At that moment, lightning would strike the ground, and the sky would become thunderous. You will drink my blood, or not, pathetic god. I'm sorry, sir, of course. And these are also fed up with all these damn Saiyans. Both warriors drank the blood of the ancient god of death. However, at that moment, Hydra would feel something strange in his being. What's happening to me? I'm sorry, Hydra. It's not personal. You're just collateral damage, but I'll do your will. We'll finish off one of those Saiyans. At that moment, a great explosion was present. However, all the power of the supreme god Hydra would have been absorbed by said source. Just a little more and I'll wake up completely. Returning to the battlefield, both Saiyans were not able to fight as a team to face said Saiyan. Taioken! Goku would leave Broly without vision for a few moments. At that precise moment, he would take Vegeta and teleport to another place. What are you doing, Kakarot? No matter how much we hide our ki, that guy will find us and tear us apart. I can't believe all his power. We'll not allow it. We'll use the fusion. I still keep that Potra of that Supreme Kaioshin gave us. I'm not given to merge with you, damn insect. Damn it, Vegeta! It's the only way that we have against that monster, since we have not even fighted together with it. Are you sure, Kakarot, that if we merge, we'll be able to defeat him? I'm not sure about this. What I'm sure about is that if we obtain a power we've never seen before. What they didn't know was that Broly was only testing them, but he wasn't being friendly at all. So they thought he wanted to kill them, and at that moment he found them. They have no escape. It'll be their end. Take this damn... Broly would have changed to a large sphere of ki, with the intention that these, due to the desperation of dying, increase his powers more. Throw it at me quickly, insect! Goku would throw the Potra pendant at him. Now, yes, we'll be able to eliminate this dam. Both warriors came together, giving birth to the powerful Vegeta. At that moment, all the universes of said dimension trembled, making the gods feel such terrible power. What the hell? This power is perhaps that of two Saiyans. I can't believe it. In all the universes, they were comments similar to that of the Ice Emperor Byakuya. What the hell is going on? I feel the ki of a completely powerful being near those Saiyans. Not even their power outshines them. Who is it? His power doesn't lose against mine. Vegeta would touch the great sphere of power with his hands, starting to run with this. What? I can't believe it! At that moment, Vegeta would kick him, throwing him off the planet from which they were fighting. Broly would observe a new warrior. They would not observe Goku or Vegeta. Who are you? And what did you do with the two Saiyans? Kakaroto and Vegeta decided to form a single being. I'm the fusion of both, and the name is Vegito. The power of those two was so great that their union would form a warrior of such power. I can't believe it. However, a powerful blow would take Broly out of his thoughts. Vegeta began to attack without warning. Broly, having now raised his power, was in a few troubles. Damn it. This bastard's putting pressure on me in an incredible way. I can't believe it. Take this cursed feeling of power of a Saiyan King! Eliminator attack of the great Vegito! Vegeta would have loaded a large sphere in his hands with the energy of the king of everything. Said attack was capable of eliminating a being much more powerful than him. Deku was watching this entire battle would be surprised. Mister, dodge that attack! I can feel the power of a king of everything in that incredible technique! However, he wouldn't have given him time. The attack hit him squarely. The veins of Broly's body were popping. It was obvious that he was making an effort. I realize you're a worthy opponent, but how about this? Broly would raise a large part of his power, managing to stop little by little. I can't believe what I'm seeing. He's stopping a king's attack completely with his hands. Broly would send the attack flying. With a loud shout, it began to increase his power in an overwhelming way. Broly was raising his power in an incredible way, causing multiple dimensional cracks to be created all over the space. It's amazing how the power of the Supreme God, even with the fusion, I'm not sure I can beat it. Broly would have finished raising his power. His hair would have turned silver. Broly had gone into combat form, with which he was able to face all the Supreme Gods except the second and third, since these had a similar power. Who the hell are you? What have you done with the Saiyans I was fighting with? So you didn't notice. Well, I'm the fusion of both Saiyans. I'm Vegito, and this is Vegito Ultra Instinct. Vegeta would go Ultra Instinct, surprising Broly and Deku, who was watching this battle. How is it possible that two Saiyans from the world outside have so much power? It is a fucking nightmare. I see that with you, I have to use a large part of my power. I hope I'm prepared. Broly, having gone into combat form, he was confident. Meanwhile, outside that dimension, were all the gods with his rigorous training. In Universe 11 was the Destroyer God Vermouth training together with his angel Margarita. Margarita, we have trained enough for today. I think we can give ourselves a decent rest. Of course not, Mr. Vermouth. The existence of the 12 universes is at stake. If we are not powerful enough, we'll die. If we don't rest enough, we won't be able to make our ki recover quickly. Margarita would accept that the god of the Destroyer Vermouth has her rest. However, she was a bit upset, and Vermouth had noticed this attitude that the angel was having. Everything was similar in the 12 universes, and this was all because Zeno-sama's negative power was flowing through the 12 universes, affecting the fundamental pillars of each universe. Meanwhile, on Earth, all of those were normal months had passed since what happened. The only one who continued to train hard was Goten, who had the hope of being able to return to his father. I need a training partner, but I don't know who to tell. At that moment, he would feel the ki of Trunks, who would leave that place at a great speed. At that moment of meeting him, they began to talk. Long time no see, Trunks. How have you been? Hello, Goten. Very good, and you? A little boring. I want my father to come back from the planet so that he can train with me. So that's what these bastards told you? What do you mean, Goten? Those cursed locked up my father and Mr. Vegeta in the room of time because they believed they were a threat. No, I can't believe it. They wouldn't be able to do this to our parents. It's the truth, Goten. You better not train so that when they come out, I know they'll be proud of our powers. It seems good to me. So that's why no one wanted to talk about my dad. We'll become very powerful being able to make them proud. Meanwhile, on the planet of Beerus, he was training, since he had to manage to obtain a new transformation which was able to overcome all the gods of destruction and being at 50% of power of Daishenkin before he trained. That's right, Daishenkin at the end of his training had also achieved abysmal power, being on par with the Super King of all. Returning to the dimension, both warriors began with a great battle. Both were very even and very injured at that moment. A strong rumble was felt through the multiverse. It was nothing more than Vegeta's power. Since Zeno-sama's essence was merging with it, Broly felt like Vegeta's power, instead of decreasing, was increasing. What the hell? How can she raise his power like that without an emerging transformation? Is he also a legendary Super Saiyan? Vegeta kept screaming, raising his power in a terrifying way, causing disasters all over the place. Daiku was trembling at feeling such a beastly power. Sir, the power of this individual has already surpassed all the gods, being able to eliminate them with a single blow except the three most powerful. Elsewhere, the Ice Emperor King Byakuya was surprised by the battle that was taking place far away from his universe. That battle is on another planet. I can't believe it. The power of those Saiyans is absurdly incredible. So they weren't using all of their power. Meanwhile, with the Supreme God Ryota, he managed to convince each Supreme God to destroy Broly. However, what he was doing was giving his father much more power and being able to master the Massacre energy. When Ryota's father absorbed the last Supreme God, a light would make all those multiverses illuminate with a great light. What the hell? Another great power has appeared, but unlike Broly and that Saiyan, he's pure evil. But from one moment to another, all that majestic power had disappeared. Akiyani Helang had disappeared with all his ki to be able to master all that bestial power. Akiel and his son would go to different universes to master the new powers. Father, what will our first move be? The first thing we need to find out is how powerful Yamoshi's descendant has become. He's the most powerful god among the 12 supreme gods that existed, but I doubt that his power compares with his. At that moment, they also felt the collisions of their fists. Whose other power is this? It's a new Saiyan that has come to this multiverse. I see. So if we have to train hard to be able to face them. Father and son began to train to increase their powers greatly. Returning to the battle, Broly had already decided to end it. Your power is incredible, but you still lack the power to match for me, the legendary Ultra Super Saiyan God. Broly increased his power much more, where he even had muscles grow even more. However, with his large size, he retained incredible speed, since in a few microseconds, he was able to deliver a strong blow to Vegeta that would leave him out of harm's way combat. You're the second most powerful guy I've ever faced. Broly would return to his base state. However, he also received great damage in the battle. After a few days in which Vegeta would wake up, they would unfuse, becoming Goku and Vegeta again. So they woke up. So they know. I don't want to kill them. I just want to know how far their power goes. I understand. Sorry for attacking you. Don't worry, they're very powerful, but that fusion is their trick up their sleeve, since the power they generate is incredible. But tell me, what brings you to the world of the Supreme Gods? We were imprisoned by the great Priest Daishenkin and Zeno-sama. I see, so those insects are still alive. Zeno-sama's good for nothing. Goku began to tell everything that happened to Broly, which he would understand. Now I understand everything. You, being of the same race and not having negative energy, are welcome to this universe whenever you want. Goku and Vegeta would raise their power by returning to the Room of Time. That's right, from that place, they began to increase their powers in an incredible way, managing to open a dimension towards the Tremor of Kami-sama. However, when they left, all they felt is a ki absurdly powerful. All the gods, angels, and high priests and the king of everything managed to perceive such power that would make all the 12 universes shudder. Goten and Trunks, feeling the ki of their parents, went quickly to the place of Kami-sama. After a few minutes, they would arrive. Goten would run to hug his father, just like Trunks would do to Vegeta. "I missed you so much, Dad. Forgive me for not being able to do anything when those bastards betrayed you. A long time without seeing you, Goten. I can feel how you've become very powerful. I'm very proud of you." "Hello, Dad. Long time no see. My mom had told me that you were training on the planet of Mr. Beerus." "That damn insect will pay me. But Trunks, your power has grown in a surprising way. You filled me with pride that you're my son." At that moment, Beerus, the destroyer god of Universe 7, would appear in front of all of them. "So they managed to get out of that place. Apparently they are hard to kill. Damn monkeys." "I'm surprised how even with the High Priest's seal you are able to get out of said dimension. You really are two warriors of great powers." "On this occasion, I'll finish with you two damned." "Let's see if you can, damn it. I highly doubt it." That moment, Beerus began to increase his power in an incredible way, causing the entire Universe 7 to tremble. However, when Goku felt how Beerus was raising his power in an incredible way, an air wave would send him off planet Earth, since it is said place where they would still see people who had not betrayed him. "Here in space, if you can unleash all your power, go ahead." "Damn, I hope you don't regret what you're doing." Beerus again began to increase his power in a scary way. Beerus would have passed to the new transformation of him with 100% of all his power. "Now praise the power of a super god of destruction!" "Ha ha ha! Damn insect, your power is pathetic. Don't worry, Kakarot, I'll take care of this clown." Vegeta would go off of the Ultra Ego, which he would be able to surprise Beerus and Whis with his power that he gave off. Whis also wanted to pounce on Vegeta, but at that moment, Goku would take him by the arm, giving him a strong blow that he was not able to dodge, throwing thousands of kilometers through that universe. "How could he hit me? This can't be true." At that moment, a great battle would begin between the most powerful deities of Universe 7. However, despite the fact that Whis and Beerus had trained, they were no match for the Saiyans, who were only playing with them. "Goku, kill them! You have no choice, and when all this is over, you will revive them with the Super Dragon Balls. All their energy is corrupted. Currently, there's nothing that can be done." "I understand, Zen-chan. I'm sorry, Whis-san. Was the best teacher I could have, but now everything ends." "Divine Punisher!" Goku would launch a tiny sphere of ki, which would cause Whis to disintegrate, leaving no trace of it. Beerus would be surprised to witness how Son Goku had ended Whis' life without any effort. "How could a mortal end the life of a guardian angel? This is amazing. I can't believe it." However, at that moment, a voice would echo from his back. "This is also your end, Beerus. If you never intended to kill us, we'll revive you with the Super Dragon Balls. But if your intention was always to kill us, you'll stay in the other world forever." At that moment, the Daishinkan would arrive along with 11 remaining gods of destruction, where everyone was surprised to realize that Beerus, the most powerful god of all, had been easily defeated. At that precise moment, the Daishinkan began to raise all his power in a way of bestial, since he was going to fight seriously from the beginning. Daishinkan would continue to raise his power in an incredible, amazing way, making even all the universes tremble while he raised all his power. "Even with all this power, I won't be able to defeat that dam. I better absorb the energy of all these dam. It's for the greater good." Daishinkan, by raising all his power, an angelic light was noticed throughout the universe. "I'm sorry, gods and angels, but now you will be a part of my power. Key chains, divine rapture." Some chains of dark energy were entangled in all those present. "Father, but what are you supposed to be doing?" "I'm sorry, Whis, but if not even the most powerful god was able to face it,
Do you think you can do it? I don't know if I can do it with my power. For that reason, I will keep all your powers.
These Saiyans will annihilate everything. We should not have trusted you.
Only if I allow it.
Daishinkan finished absorbing everyone's power.
Now if I wait for you damn mortals to be ready, I will make you feel the greatest agony you have ever felt. I will kill you until you beg me to end your miserable lives.
You're cursed! You and the Zeno-sama of the future are behind all this! I can't believe how scum you are to be able to kill your own descendants!
Those bastards were nothing more than a source of my power. Now they will feel the true terror! It won't be so!
Vegeta's mouth had been silenced by a strong blow. Daishinkan was able to hit him even though he was with Ultra Ego. Vegeta was not able to dodge several sneaky blows that Daishinkan was giving him. Vegeta was surprised by the power that this cursed man had achieved in this time. The power of Daishinkan had risen in a surprising way, and both Goku and Vegeta would realize this.
Damn worm! I'll not let you get away with it! I'll see that you have great power, but it will not be enough to defeat me.
Vegeta began to attack Daishinkan. However, with the power that he had absorbed, he was far superior to Vegeta. He was no match for this being.
Vegeta, if you do not use all your power, you'll be no match for that wretch who preferred to absorb all his loved ones instead of accepting defeat. Don't give me orders, you damn insect. But you're right. I'll use everything I have on this wretch.
Vegeta began to increase his power in an amazing way. Vegeta at an incredible speed would go to the powerful Ultra Ego Phase 3, with which all the universes were affected by such power. Even the power of this would reach the Forbidden Universes. I can't believe it! The power of those Saiyans, is it a much good?
And apparently they were not fused. This is the power of only one of them.
In a very remote part, Ryota was training with his father. They would also feel this great power. That power is incredible, and apparently it's from the other universes. It's impossible for a power to reach this dimension. Apparently, the beings in these millions of years have evolved in an incredible way, reaching great powers. But even so, they will not be rivals for us, since we're prodigies, and we have to fulfill an even greater dream, even if it costs us our own lives. Returning to Universe 7, Daishinkan and the Princess Saiyans Vegeta were having a great battle. They were hitting each other at surprising speeds. There was no clear winner to be seen, however Vegeta would give him a powerful blow in the face to Daishinkan. But at that moment, a laugh would rumble throughout the universe.
This power is amazing. Your attacks alone are tickling me. I don't feel anything, damn. Now, do you want to just caress my face? That's how you attack.
Daishinkan, from one moment to the next, would deal a strong blow to Vegeta, who almost dodged it. However, the planet behind it would be left in rubble.
But what? The power of his blow is overwhelming. This cursed has turned into a monster.
Vegeta will never be able to fight Daishinkan. The power level is like heaven and earth. All that damn wanted was to give him hope and then break all of Vegeta's pride.
Goku, Daishinkan's power is increasing. From what I can tell from my counterpart in the way, it's better between the two of them to finish off Daishinkan. Because if Daishinkan is so powerful, I can't even imagine how powerful he became, that damned.
Goku would step forward with the intention of intervening in the battle, but at that moment Vegeta would yell,
"Do not interfere, Kakarot! I'll take care of this dim, even if I have to end my life."
That's right, Vegeta was going to sacrifice himself. Vegeta would take Daishinkan and begin to increase his power in an incredible way. His whole body was charging with energy.
How pathetic all mortals can be. Do you think that with a pathetic power, your final explosion will do something to me? You will die in vain. I hope to see that. Let's see what you think when I use my detonation at maximum power.
Daishinkan was confident, but after a few moments his face changed to a worried one when he observed how Vegeta's determination did not give way.
Do you plan to explode? You will not be able to kill me. Now you start to shake. I hope you're so sure when I detonate all my power.
Vegeta already managed to collect a large part of power from him. Vegeta would rise into the air.
Kakarot, take care of Trunks, please. Divine multiversal final explosion. Die!
Dad, please don't do it! Trunks would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, going to rescue his father. However, Goten would grab him tightly. We can't get close. His simple pressures can end our lives.
You've always been my partner, my friend, my greatest rival. I'll not allow you to die, Vegeta! Total armor of a king of everything! Divine protective seal!
An explosion lit up that whole universe. The life of a great warrior was about to go out. The life of the Princess Saiyans was about to come to an end. The proudest warrior in Universe 7, while this explosion was happening, it would be said to be Vegeta.
I see. That's how it feels to die for someone else. Now I understand you, Kakarot. I hope to see you again in the afterlife.
But at that moment, when everything seemed lost for the Prince of the Saiyans, a sphere of ki covered his entire body. That's right, the technique that Goku would have executed was activated at the precise moment to save Vegeta.
How are you, Vegeta? Damn insect, so you saved me at the last moment. Or at least I destroyed that damn...
Everyone was shocked when they heard a loud scream.
Ah, ha, ha! Damn monkey! I swear that all this pain will return to you multiplied by 100. I can't believe how that damn guy endured all this explosion.
Meanwhile, in the king's palace of everything was Zeno-sama.
So Daishinken is having problems. Apparently, if I have to fight, it's time to access my combat form.
Zeno-sama's guardians approached him.
For the protection of this entire multiverse and the orders of the King of Everything, we give him all our power. With this power, no one will be a match for me.
Zeno-sama began to absorb the power of his guardians. The king of the whole had the ability to give power to their guardians, but also form a single being. At that time, only the 12 universes felt such a tremor. Several timelines that felt that power, including the beings of the Forbidden Universes.
What the hell happens now? Why is everything shaking, and this pressure in the air from who is it? The power of the great Zeno-sama. I can't believe it. If he has transformed, that means he comes immediately. If I don't finish off these Saiyans, he'll exterminate me.
Daishinken would go on the attack.
I have to finish you now. I must not die at the hands of the King of Everything.
Goku would go Ultra Instinct Phase 3 Heavenly, but even with that power, he was no match for Daishinken. However, this was not his purpose. Goku wanted to give him a strong blow to merge with Vegeta.
Get this! All Saiyan King Eliminator attack!
The sound of a dragon resounded through that universe, and an immense dragon emerged from Goku's fist. Daishinken was trying to stop it even with his own body, but it was impossible. The condensed power was overwhelming. Goku would communicate telepathically with Vegeta.
Vegeta, put on a Potara earring. Zeno-sama's approaching at an incredible speed, and even if we fight together, we'll be no match for him. You're just messing, your Kakarot. Get away from that dam. Let's merge.
Goku managed to hit him by sending him flying at the beginning of Universe 7. At that moment, in the distance, Daishinken would observe how a light illuminated the entire immense universe, and a power that did not lose against that of Zeno-sama would be present.
But now what happens? That power is as big as mine. Who is the new guy that has appeared? It easily obscures the presence of Daishinken.
Daishinken would arrive at the battle site observing an imposing new warrior.
Who the hell are you? I'm the fusion of Kakaroto and Vegeta, and I am in charge of killing you.
Vegeta would not trust himself and would go Ultra Instinct with maximum power, even combining Vegeta's Ultra Ego with which, with just 3 simple blows, he cut off the flow of energy to Daishinken.
What the hell did you do to me? I can't release my power.
I have sealed your main ki veins. You'll not be able to increase your power unless you fix said ki paths. Daishinken will launch himself furiously at Vegeta. However, this was an extremely incredible speed that would give such a great blow which would make him writhe in pain.
I never wanted to kill you, priest.
But if Zeno-sama arrives and the two of them fight against me, it would be a big problem. Now you're not an opponent for me. Daishoken tried to give him a powerful blow, but at that moment, Vegeta would teleport behind him, going through his entire mouth with a strong blow, causing Daishoken to fall to the brink of death. This is your end. You should have never have sided with that evil Zeno-sama. Death. Big Bang Kamehameha! Increase 100 times! Vegeta's attack was so powerful that even Zeno-sama, who was about to arrive in approximately 5 minutes, was able to observe such a detonation. Goten, Trunks, get out of this place. The battle that's coming is on another level and I don't want you to get involved. Goten and Trunks would pay attention. Going to planet Earth, Vegeta would launch a sphere of ki to the planet, protecting it from all outside attacks. At that moment, Zeno-sama would arrive on the battlefield. So you are the dark fusion of Goku and Vegeta. Those damn monkeys are always causing problems. But for now, I will kill all of you. Simple, thoughtless apes. Meanwhile, in the Forbidden Universes, the only 4 overgods left alive were surprised by the power that the said other universes battle was taking place.
The power of that fusion is at my 95% power. It's incredible. I can't believe it.
It can't be true, my lord. You're the descendant of the great Yamoshi.
But it is. They're not beings that I can see below my shoulder.
Returning to the battlefield, both warriors were staring at each other, and they were about to start a great battle that would decide everything in those 12 universes. But what they did not know was that an even more powerful warrior was stalking them. A battle never seen before was about to begin. That's right, the battle of the most powerful beings of those multiverses was about to begin. However, from the shadows, the ancient god of death was watching them. That's right, the god had left the Forbidden Universes because he wanted to end with the being that could bring him a problem in the future.
I will wait until both are out of energy and on the verge of death, and at that moment, I will annihilate both of them.
At that precise moment, a crack would begin that caused the entire universe. That's right, the clash of their fists had begun, causing everything around them to be destroyed, with the exception of the planet Earth. The power of Vegeta was so much that even withstood all that. Surprised with the powerful Broly and Susanoo, both subjects were very surprised to feel their clash of fists to their universes.
The power of both guys is so much that they even make my castle to be destroyed. I find this unbelievable.
My lord, don't you think it'd be better if we went to that place?
You're right. It's the wisest thing to do.
But at that moment, they felt the power of Susanoo rise to the maximum. Broly a little surprised since the ancient god Susanoo was a peaceful being, and in the same way he was in the limits of the universe, Daiku and Broly would get going. Returning to the battle, Vegeta and Zeno-sama was very evenly matched. That is, being a negative entity, his body was able to store much more power of darkness. Meanwhile, inside the body of Vegeta, the voice of Zeno-sama could be heard.
Vegeta, being part of the consciousness of my friend Goku, I'm able to communicate with you. You must quickly finish with that guy and run away, because there's much more powerful being that's stalking you.
Are you sure of what you're telling me, Zeno-sama? I don't feel any evil presence.
Trust me, it's a being that even surpasses the power of my counterpart.
Vegeta at that moment would be a little worried, because if a being that powerful surpassed his counterpart, was stalking them, then it'd be something to fear. At that moment, Vegeta began to take the battle much more seriously and try not to spend so much energy. Meanwhile, in the limits of the universe was Susanoo, and at that moment, Broly and Deku arrived.
Second most powerful god, Susanoo. What the hell's going on? Why is the sudden increase in your power?
We've been deceived by that damn Ryota.
I don't understand you. Explain yourself.
The ancient god of death. That being was able to kill Yamoshi. The most powerful Saiyan known to date has been released.
But how is that possible? Are you sure of what you're affirming?
Susanoo at that moment would indicate a ruins, which only 2 beings were able to invoke them. The ancient Saiyan god Yamoshi and the ancient god of death, Psyche. Broly at that moment felt a chill go through his body.
But I don't understand why you expelled your power like that.
We have been sealed in these multiverses. The ancient god of death considers the Saiyan that's fighting with the king of everything a megaversal danger. You've deduced it in an excellent way, so that we do not interfere. He has sealed us in these universes. Even though I'm an ancient god, I am Broly, the Super Saiyan legendary god. My power is unlimited. I'll destroy these useless barriers. Broly at that moment would begin to increase his power in an overwhelming way. Meanwhile, with Vegeta and Zeno-sama, the battle was reaching its climax, so Vegeta's power, was overcoming him little by little. Zeno-sama, not having so much experience in combat, did not control the wear of energy. At that moment, Vegeta would use a little more of his power since he wanted to finish him quickly. Vegeta would use techniques of murder, which Susanoo taught him, leaving Zeno-sama very wounded. After approximately 25 minutes of battle, Zeno-sama had already lost more than half of all his power. Vegeta was about to end the life of Zeno-sama, but at that moment a murderous aura would fall all over that place. That's right, the power of Psyche had appeared and an array of energy would end with Zeno-sama. However, his attack had been special, as it turned out that he turned him into simple dust, leaving no trace of its existence. Vegeta, run away! Run away! You don't stand a chance against that guy! Vegeta at an impressive speed would begin to move across the universe. You think you can run away from me, the ancient god of death? Don't be pathetic. Psyche in only 2 seconds was able to reach Vegeta, who would be surprised by the speed of that guy. Don't you value your life? You should have run farther. Now I'll end your life. Vegeta, no matter what, would get into a battle pose. That's right, his body was not able to take the initiative to finish, since the aura of that guy in front of him looked like that of a giant, which stole all his power. What the hell are you? I can't believe that there's someone with power like yours. Psyche at that moment would begin to approach Vegeta, who had his guard ready. However, he was not able to observe the 1,000 blows that Psyche gave him in a matter of seconds. Psyche, with a strong kick, would send him to crash into a planet. My name's Psyche, and I'm the ancient god of death of the Forbidden Universes. My son Ryota, or rather was, since I made him part of my power, but he was able to be part of that being that'll rule everything. And finally, I'll be able to finish with the cursed descendants of Yamoshi. I have the necessary power to finish with Broly. Psyche at that moment would begin to massacre Vegeta, who was not able to do anything to him. Vegeta in a moment was able to give him a blow. However, at that moment of touching his aura, his bones would sound, making contact with the pressure of that subject. The spirit of Vegeta was strong, being the fusion of the most powerful Saiyans of all universes, but even the spirit of Vegeta was being torn to pieces. That's right, he couldn't understand the massive energy that was in front of him returning to the Forbidden Universe. The veins of Broly's body seemed to explode. That's right, his power was increasing to incredible levels, being able to crack some of his barriers. Broly was about to reach his limit. However, at that very moment, in his mind, he was able to observe his ancestor Yamoshi.
My son, my offspring, you have enough power to be able to destroy those barriers, and you're not alone. I trust you with my power.
At that moment, Broly's power would be restored almost immediately. And that was not all, since the power of Ultra Instinct had reached a new level. That's right, the power that it gave off was amazing. Broly, with a loud scream, had been able to destroy all the barriers that Psyche had placed in the universe. Broly and Susanoo began to fly at a high speed towards the great battle. Deku would stay in their universes because his power was not enough to help in this battle. The speed of both subjects was so fast that it even destroyed the realities themselves. At that moment, they were able to reach the battlefield. They'd be surprised since they were able to observe the imposing warrior who was able to defeat all the supreme gods together. He was totally slaughtered on the ground and on the verge of death. It seems to me that the son of the cursed Yamoshi has the little potential. I can see that you're able to destroy matter energy capabilities. Broly at that moment would throw him a furtive blow which would send Psyche flying hundreds of meters through the universe. Broly would quickly take Vegeta, throwing him to Susanoo. At that moment, Susanoo, with one of his divine techniques, would be able to make Vegeta recover from all his wounds. But in the same way, at that moment, the fusion would end. The power Vegeta had used had surpassed the power of his earrings. How can we defeat that guy? He was able to even humiliate Vegeta! Vegeta didn't say anything since he was terrified. That's right, Vegeta was the one who had suffered a trauma, knowing that this guy was even more powerful than evil Zeno-sama, not being able to move a single finger. You're right, the power of that guy is incredible, but if we don't defeat him now, no one will be able to do it, and he'll destroy everything in existence. We can't allow that. We'll finish with the existence of that damned... Broly and Psyche were a little evenly matched, but what Broly didn't know was that Psyche was only using 40% of all his power. That's right, 40% was more than enough to have a battle with Broly, the most powerful being known up to that moment. Goku, my friend, there's a last hope for you to be able to end the life of this guy, but it's very risky. I don't care which one it is. As long as I'm able to end the life of that bastard, I can't allow him to destroy everything you've built. If things get complicated, I'll let you know telepathically. I have faith that between the four of us, we'll be able to defeat him. And at that moment, Goku would pass through Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct with the power of Zeno-sama. This one would throw a small sphere of energy to Vegeta, which was a part of the power of Zeno-sama. I, the Prince of the Saiyans, will not let this cursed one kill my son Trunks. I plan to destroy him right here, even if it's my turn to sacrifice myself. Vegeta would go Ultra Ego Phase 3 with Susanoo, would increase his power to the maximum. The moment all would be launched against Psyche, which to everyone's surprise would begin to dodge their blows in an incredible way. From one moment to another, to each of them, and would give them a great blow, without thinking twice would throw them a large sphere of energy, which would explode, leaving them with some wounds. No matter how many ants unite to defeat me, they'll never be able to defeat a dinosaur like me. My power is much greater than theirs. No matter how many ants we are, if all these ants unite, they could kill a dinosaur like you. I'll finish with one of your hopes, until the only thing you feel is terror. Psyche at that moment increased his power to 55% of all his power, being able to put all the warriors in great trouble. That's right, his power had grown in an overwhelming way that had been completely overcome. The power of this guy's really another level. His power is not able to be compared to anything or anyone. I have used all my assassination techniques, and none of them have had any effect. It's as if his body had received much more lethal attacks than the ones I'm granting him. Psyche at that moment would get tired of games, starting to leave each one of the present ones out of combat. At that moment, he would leave Goku out of combat, and this one in his mind would observe Zeno-sama. Zed-chan, what happened? They've been defeated. Are you ready to use the last method? That's right, I'm ready. With this method, I don't know if your ki veins will explode since it's a power beyond anything known. If I'm going to save you all, I don't care. As king of all, I grant the omnipotent power to this mortal named Goku. Omnipotent seal activated. Goku at that moment would stand up and begin to increase his power in such an amazing way that it seemed his power had no limit. Son Goku's body was releasing an incredible energy. That's right, his body would begin to glow, leading everyone surprised by the power that Son Goku was reaching. However, Psyche would not give so much importance because compared to his power, it was still not enough. Psyche at that time would begin to walk towards Vegeta. That's right, because he had planned to annihilate him, but not before torturing him. Stop, 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 damn dent! That's right, Son Goku's body was taking an impressive form. With a loud scream, Goku would make Psyche retreat with a sonic wave. That seemed like the roar of a beast. Son Goku's appearance had changed. That's right, his power had increased in a great way, but the greatest change was his appearance, since the upper part of his whole body had a shiny silver fur, which made him look like a celestial and angelic being. That's right, Son Goku's power had transcended to what goes beyond a king at all. He had been able to reach the omnipotence. I don't know what the hell happened to you, but just because you've grown a little more fur on your body won't change anything. That's what you think! Now I'm called Son Goku, the Z-Angel! Saiki would take a few steps back because many millions of years ago, the legend had been told that reaching the power of an Angel Z was impossible. The Angel Z had the ability to destroy anything and create anything he wished. Don't say stupid things, that's impossible for someone like you. I don't care if you believe me, I'll finish you right now. Goku in a few milliseconds was able to give him hundreds of blows, which left Saiki badly wounded. In a moment, Goku began to hit him using only his tail. That's right, this time Goku's power had surpassed Saiki by dozens of times. I have millions of years more than you, so I have much more experience. Let's see what you think about this. Saiki at that moment would increase his power in such a way that in the same way the whole universe would begin to tremble. However, Goku would increase his level to the same level as his opponent to counteract the massive destruction. No matter what you do, this moment will be the day of your death, so you better be prepared. At that moment that Saiki had finished increasing his power, he would launch himself to attack the guy that would be surprised, and Saiki was not the only one. All the others would be equally surprised when observing Goku in the same place. That's right, not even with his hidden power, he was able to confront him, since Goku had stopped his fist with his tail. Damn it! This can't be happening. You're a mere mortal. You even ended your son's life. You only care about yourself while I bear the responsibility of this whole multiverse. That's why I'm not allowed to lose. Goku at that moment would begin to massacre Saiki, who on this occasion was the one who could not do anything. I can't believe that Kakarot's power had increased to that level. The power he possesses is impressive, but what he said is true. His ki veins will explode, since the omnipotent power of Angel Z is impossible to withstand. You're wrong. The power he can be supported. The impossible thing is to activate it. He should have sacrificed everything, because if he had that power before, he would not have hesitated to use it. Kakarot, you're the most powerful warrior I've ever known, so I'm sure you won't die. I trust you, Kakarot! Goku and Saiki would continue exchanging blows, which Saiki was getting used to Goku's fighting style with each passing moment of the battle. Damn it! This bastard is starting to get used to this power. After all, he must be considered a being of immense power. What's wrong, Saiyan? Have you run out of energy reserves? That'd be impossible since Angel Z possesses unlimited power. Goku would increase his power again, but this time many of his bones would thunder. That's right, some of his bones were broken. Goku, without caring, would begin to give him the most powerful blows he could, since he knew that he could not maintain the power of Angel Z for much longer. After 7 minutes of battle, Goku would begin to charge a powerful attack which would define the battle. And in the same way, Saiki would begin to charge a great attack. Receive this! This attack carries all the hope of the universe! Galactic Fury! No matter what you say or do, your power is insufficient to defeat me! Destroyer of gods! Both attacks began to collide, destroying the planets around them. That is, the only planet that was still safe was planet Earth, because when Goku activated the power of Angel Z, he had given a great part of his power to the planet he wanted to protect. After a few moments, the attacks had exploded, and when a great curtain of smoke and fire was formed, Goku would charge all the energy he had left in a last blow. That's right, Goku would execute his formidable dragon attack, which Saiki, not being prepared, would be caught imminently. I'll not die! Saiki, in spite of being destroyed by that great attack, was putting up resistance. Goku would send all that was left of energy returning at that moment to its base state, and being out of combat, the great dragon to receive the remaining energy of Son Goku became immense, being able to destroy that subject. That moment, everything around him was wrapped in flames and thunder, as the attack had been devastating. It's right after that moment, Vegeta would approach where Goku was, giving him some of his energy, but he didn't react. In that case, Vegeta would take Goku in his arms. If you could please gather the Super Dragon Balls and restore all the universe, I'll stay with Kakarot. Both Supreme Gods would do what the Prince of the Saiyans had asked. After a few hours, everything destroyed by the evil Zeno-sama until the battle that had ended had been restored. No matter how long it takes, I'll be with you, you damn insect. After a few moments, all the gods would gather at the palace of Zeno-sama, bowing to Vegeta. At that moment, Beerus would step forward. "We are sorry for everything that's happened. The mind control of the king of everything was so powerful that it made us do things that we didn't want to do. That's no longer important, but I want you to train and become the most powerful gods of all the multiverses in existence."
As you command, Vegeta-sama.
All the gods would go to their respective universes and would begin to train, since one of the new kings of everything had ordered it. It had already been approximately 10 years since that great battle, in which the gods were compared to the power of the supreme gods. Broly, as well as Susanoo, had returned to observe how Goku was doing, who did not give any answer. Vegeta at that time would continue with his training, being able to reach the powerful Super Saiyan Phase 4, and in his most powerful transformation, he was able to combine his Ultra Ego Doctrine with Phase 4. "Kakarot, I want you to wake up and see how powerful I've become." At that moment, an incredible power would be felt in the back of Vegeta, who would be surprised since that power seemed that even surprised him. "You're right, you have become much more powerful, but I doubt very much that you'd be able to surpass me. Damn insect, until you wake up." At that very moment, both Saiyans would begin a great battle that would shake the 12 universes, even the universes of the Forbidden Universes.
Until finally the day has come. Son Goku is awakened.
Broly and Susanoo had quickly headed towards where the great battle was coming from. By the time they'd arrived, they had both able to observe all the gods, who were surprised. "Son Goku has finally awakened, but his power is amazing. I thought that being unconscious for so many years, his power would diminish." "Well, apparently we were all wrong, Mr. Beerus, because Mr. Goku's power is much more powerful than Mr. Vegeta's. Or on this occasion, I should call them the kings of everything." Both Saiyans would continue exchanging blows, and no clear winner could be observed. "Vegeta, you've become very powerful. I don't know what happened all this time, but you're an excellent ruler."
"You don't have to remind me, I'm the Prince of the Saiyans. Obviously, I'll be an excellent ruler."
The battle of both the Saiyans would last approximately 2 more hours, in which both supreme gods would create powerful barriers, so that nothing of their exterior would be destroyed. "It's time to finish the battle."
"I agree with you, insect."
Both Saiyans at that precise moment flew at their maximum speed, one against the other, giving each other a furtive blow which would be able to knock them both out of combat. "Well, well, it looks like this has ended in a draw. I didn't think Mr. Goku would be able to match the power of the king of all Vegeta, who has trained ever since Mr. Goku was knocked out in that battle." After a few hours, Goku and Vegeta would wake up and begin to talk about everything that happened and how their energy veins were recovering from the time they had been out of combat. "Mr. Goku, I sincerely apologize for everything that's happened. We were manipulated." "Don't worry, Whis. I knew you guys weren't capable of doing that to us without being manipulated." "Mr. Goku, don't you want to go to Earth?" "That's right, Whis. At this very moment, I was planning to go."
"Don't rush, insect. I want to go too."
Goku and Vegeta would arrive with teleportation, leaving everyone surprised by the presence of Goku. At that moment, Chi-Chi would approach Goku. My Goku! After so many years, you've returned." "I'm sorry, Chi-Chi, for making you wait so long." "Father, I knew you would wake up. I never gave up hope." Goku at that moment would begin to tell everything that had happened to his friends, who would understand everything that had happened in all that time.
"Kakarot, you missed something very important. We're now the kings of everything."
Goku would be very surprised by what Vegeta said.
"That's right, my friend Goku. I would love for you and Vegeta to be the new kings of everything, because you'll be excellent rulers. I trust you."
"If that's what your request is, Zen-chan, I'll fulfill it, so don't worry."
"Thank you, my friend Goku."
Goku and Vegeta would begin to have a great feast. That's right, Bulma had prepared one of the best meals for Goku and Vegeta. At that moment, Gotenks would arrive. That's right, Goten and Trunks had merged and would access the Ultra Instinct Phase 3. "Dad, this is our power!" "I'm very proud of you." At the end of everything, both Saiyans would return to the Palace of the Whole, since they had to control all the 12 universes and become much more powerful for some multiversal level threat. "Are you ready, Vegeta, to be the new kings of everything?"
"That's right. I'm always ready for everything."
Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.